Second down and a run by Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Powell. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Powell throwing on 1st down here. Shoves him aside. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal. A chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Robinson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Robinson. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This opening drive has taken them to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal. Gibson is in. Touchdown, Commanders. Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
The score, Commanders 7, Giants nothing.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the NFC's leading rusher season ago. Here's Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Now Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
A big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he is caught, and they can't bring him down. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. Fourth down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
A first down carry for Barkley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
A 57-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
You talk about this giant defense.
They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2.
As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Powell throwing on 3rd down here.
And that is incomplete.
And that is how you
spot that your team can win on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Adoree Jackson on the return.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards.
And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a turn and a give to Barkley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Giants at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
South Salad, South Salad, South Timberland.
Throwing Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 45-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. To throw on 2nd down, Jones.
He'll look downfield for Waller.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Rita.
Back to throw. Jones.
Got his man in the crossing pattern. It's Slayton.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
That's the Chase Young we all saw coming out of Ohio State, and no one's questioning the potential of the 2020 Rookie of the Year. The key for him, staying on the field. Health makes this a crucial year for his future in D.C.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Ladybug, 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 ladybug.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. And this is caught. Touchdown. Jalen Howard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Now, he's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes, he just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders.
At their own 16.
They go play action with Hal.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Well, when we think about big swings and scores before a half, we think offense, but this time, their defense made the play. Instant pressure off the snap, and they weren't going to let him find a way to escape.
And this will be taken at the 13.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Here we go. Hey.
2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Jones eluding the pressure right. Had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Woodland, gold, Woodland. Up we go.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Biggie.
Jones throwing on 1st down. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Giants.
Jalen Hyatt with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Another throw on second down. That's out wide here for Robinson.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Another throw for Howell. He's got his target. That's complete. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Giants 16, Commanders 7.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going, so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Now Jones looking to throw on second down. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. Now he's into the clear again. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jalen Hyatt, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Giants come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Jones throwing for it.
Here's a diving catch right side. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They begin the drive with Robinson. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
There he goes, left side.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
It's easy to celebrate every good run by Robinson because stories don't get much better than his last year. Shot during an attempted robbery just 13 days before the regular season. He made it back by week 5 and played in 12 games for Washington. Even better, gained almost 800 yards leading the Commanders.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Howell.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Howell from the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line.
And Howell will throw it.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders get a bit closer.
The extra point up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And some space here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Bama. Don Capers.
Looking to throw. Jones. That's caught by Waller out left side.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 41-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. Flushed out right.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. And 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Over here.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Rita. Timberland. Detroit. Up we go.
Here's Jones on 3rd down, escaping the pressure right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Okay.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Click right.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now Howell.
That's into the hands of Edwards. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And yet again, it's McLaurin. Touchdown!
Terry McLaurin, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Commanders 21.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the Giants of victory.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Jones now throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Robinson up the middle.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
120 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Robinson.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Here we go, 1st and goal. Robinson is in. Touchdown, Washington. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then 1 play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
They get 1 more as the extra point's up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Giants 24.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. This is 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
At the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd down.
Dom Capers, Dom Capers, Dom Capers, Dom Capers. Up we go.
Now Jones. Gets this to Waller. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
South salad, South salad, South salad. Up we go.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. That is caught. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Up we go.
Jones. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Up we go.
Jones. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd down.
Cockroach, cockroach. Other side, other side. Bama, Bama, Bama. Dom Capers, Dom Capers, Dom Capers, Dom Capers. Apple, 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 apple. Up we go.
Here's Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that could be used against them.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
Timberland, 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 Timberland. Triple right, Pacino. Triple right. Up we go.
To throw is Jones. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game.
At their own 20-yard line.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up what's for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been apprised, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Hey. Never feeling the pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hit my name on a roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to